Today I'm taking a look at a pair of sneakers that a lot of you guys have said is like one of the best sneakers to have dropped in 2022, and a lot of other sneakers. And I mean a lot. We're gonna do this in no particular order because we've got so much to get through that I don't even know what's what at this point. So let's start off with this one because I can actually use my knife. And this is a lot heavier than I was expecting. So as you can see, the box is very, very simple, just all over white with the Converse and a Cold Wall logo. Yeah, these are wild. This is the Converse A Cold Wall Geoformer boot. Funnily enough, a lot of you guys have actually asked me to take a look at this pair of shoes. And honestly, I didn't think they would fly like they did. There was two colorways, a white one and this insanely Volt green pair. Both of them pretty much sold out. Now, there was a couple sizes. My size was available on End Clothing. However, the white one is reselling and it's just impossible to find. Before we go any further, I've just got to try this thing on foot. Very easy entry point. You just have this zipper and then it gives you a very wide open. Okay, I have them on right now and I gotta say these things are a lot more comfortable than I was expecting. Like, they feel really good on foot. They're definitely heavy. You can feel the weight on foot as well. Initial impressions, I actually quite like this pair of shoes. Now, I think I'm gonna have to test them out a little bit longer. Like, obviously I've just tried them on in the room. I'm assuming that the upper is waterproof as well, just based on the look of the material. Geoformer boot. I think I'm gonna try these on with a couple different outfits, see what I think, but I may just hold on to this pair and keep it in the collection. All right, next up, we've got a pull tab, so no need for my knife, even though I love slicing up some of these packages. Got a New Balance box, and I gotta say, this is one of my most anticipated pickups. Like, I've been looking forward to getting these things in hand for a while now. This is the New Balance 1906R. Just look at all of those crazy overlaid materials. Obviously, this is, I guess, part of the new protection pack that New Balance is doing. They're calling this one the Refined Future. And if you take a look at it side by side with a New Balance 2002R model, you can see that the midsole is pretty much identical. Very slightly changed the upper and produced a brand new sneaker. Yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty decent pair of shoes. Maybe you couldn't get your hands on some of the 2002R colorways. Well, there's a bunch of these ones coming out in the near future and a lot of decent colorways. Right, I wanted to show you these in a little bit more detail. So as you can see, this is a pair of Yeezy 350s. This is actually an unreleased pair. This is the, I guess you could say, potentially upcoming Adidas 350. This is the Granite colorway, and essentially, if you want more information on how this sneaker potentially exists or if it's going to exist, I went into a lot more detail about the whole Adidas and Yeezy situation. But obviously, in that video, I'm really focusing in on the whole collaboration in general, whereas I do just kind of want to show you what this sneaker looks like, just in case we do end up getting a release of this from Adidas in the future. Now, I bought this pair of shoes on Go. I didn't know whether they would have swapped out the insoles and changed the box, but as you can see, it's still got all of the Yeezy branding that we know from a Yeezy 350. This pair of shoes is pretty much identical to any other Yeezy 350 that we've seen recently. It's just a lot more gray with some, I guess you could say, slightly greenish tones to it. Alright, next I want to show you guys what I picked up from Represent Clothing, and they're the sponsor of today's video. Their vault is now open, meaning you guys can go and get yourself some incredible steals. I will say the pieces are selling out and the vault does close, so you want to get in on this pretty quick. Let's start with one of the items that you guys keep on asking me about, and that is the nylon removable pocket pants. And I wear them in reviews or just post a picture on Instagram. You guys always ask me about them. Now, they're typically always sold out on the website, however, they did restock in the vault. Now, I'm rocking these pants with the core t-shirt, which has a slightly slimmer fit, and the all-over logo track top. I think it's a sick, relaxed, chilled out combo. Also threw on this nylon detachable crossbody bag, which is also in the vault. Accessory that I've been wearing and absolutely love. Now, there's also a bunch of my favorite jackets in the vault, like this green racing team varsity jacket, the silver down puffer jacket, and this Sherpa shirt, which is actually super thick and perfect for wintertime. Now, if you're trying to make some New Year's resolutions and hop into the gym, the 247 range from Represent is perfect. Some of my favorites that I wear to the gym all the time is this cobalt pair of fused shorts. The fit on these things is pretty perfect. And they also have the famous 247 pant in the vault, which is my go-to whenever I'm heading to the gym. Now, I'll chuck the links for all of these products down in the description. I'll also put the sizing information for the pieces that I was wearing. So go ahead and grab yourself some of these steals. Once again, thank you Represent for sponsoring today's video, but let's get to the next pickup. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Another opportunity for me to use my knife. Oh, this one's gonna be hilarious. You know I had to pick these things up. As soon as I saw them, I was like, I need to figure out what the hell is going on with Adidas's design team. Guys, this is the Adidas Adifoam Superstar. Holy hell, these things are very strange in person. This is way more bizarre than the picture. This is not soft foam whatsoever. Like, you really gotta push down on it for it to give anyway. We'll say you do get an insole in this pair of shoes, which you can see there. This is the latest addition to Adidas's very controversial Adifoam lineup of sneakers, and as you can see, just generally speaking with the design, like, we know what people think these things look like. Let me try these things on. They don't look comfortable. I will say that. They kind of look like a Lego block. Okay, they're certainly not as uncomfortable as I was expecting, but they're definitely not going to be winning any awards for comfortability. At least not off of my first initial impression. They do feel just very blocky and very big on foot. Like, I guess just for reference, here's a Yeezy foam runner and the Adifoam Superstar side by side. You can see that just the general silhouette is way bigger. These are both the same size. And I could just imagine your feet getting super hot and sweaty because the only two ventilation holes are these tiny little circular cutouts on the medial side of the sneaker. I don't think it's the worst looking thing. I just think it's definitely different. Either way, let me know what you guys think of this crazy pair of Adidas foam shoes, but let's keep it moving. All right, we got a Nike box. This is actually my final pickup from 2022. Now I had to bring them over to the channel and show you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys know exactly what this is. Oh damn, you get a little booklet in here. This is the Jordan 2 Chicago. Smells super strong, like glue and not really leather. I don't think you get any extra laces in here. It's just this black pair. And you know what? I'm not really impressed by the leather. It kind of feels like what you found on a Jordan 1 High 85, where it's a lot stiffer and it definitely has that plasticky style feeling to it. I will give Jordan Brand that. Like, they did these things to the OG specs as much as possible. You've got the box, you got that little booklet, which we took a look at, and the sneakers themselves, they look OG. Now, again, personally, Jordan 2 is not my favorite Jordan model by any means. In fact, I would choose quite a few other Jordan models over this one. Now, I do believe that there are a couple sizes of these things still available, at least here in the UK. They may have sold out in the US. All right, we got another one which needs my knife. This is one that I actually found for an absolute steal. I was actually super excited that the price just plummeted on this sneaker, and I was like, damn, I could finally pick these bad boys up. This is the New Balance 2002R Protection Pack in the original colorway. I'm not entirely sure what happened to this pair of sneakers, whether it restocked or how the price plummeted as much as it did. From what I can remember, this was like a 600-pound pair of shoes, and I checked the price and I got these things for like 190. This is the colorway that I always wanted from the protection pack, obviously being the OG New Balance gray. I mean, we've taken a look at a bunch of the other colorways that I've got. Apparently, these things are relatively cheap now. And yes, that material is absolutely phenomenal. It's an insanely cool sneaker to have in hand. It just feels cozy. I mean, I never would have paid that ridiculous price that these things were at, so yeah, I'm happy with the price I got them for. One final box, and this is the sneaker that you guys just haven't stopped going on about. In fact, the entire sneaker community seems to have got together and agreed that this is an amazing sneaker. Honestly, I can't say that I agree, but at the same time, I haven't tried them, so let's see if I agree or disagree. This is a pretty sick box. You got Nike Craft, and then as you can see on the side, you got that Tom Sachs. You've got a little life story over there, which I'm not gonna read. If you wanna read that, you can pause the video. This is the Tom Sachs general purpose shoe, and I went for the Sulfur colorway. I wanna start off by saying that I don't dislike this pair of shoes, but I've always looked at it and the general design and just kind of been like, man. And honestly, when I saw the price for these things, I was like, you know what, let me try them out, because so many people have said that this is an incredible sneaker. It's super comfy, and they just love it. So I thought, well, I gotta understand what all of these people are talking about. Why don't I just quickly try them on and tell you guys what I think? I mean, they're not bad. I gotta say, they're pretty comfy. Nothing incredible like that. Midsole is definitely pretty firm, but yeah, just from putting my foot inside, it feels like it's got a nice shaped footbed, which is kind of contoured to your foot slightly. And I really don't mind this colorway at all. I think this is a pretty sick colorway. Obviously, I think I prefer the original one. That one was just too expensive for me. Like, I'm not paying £200 to £300 for a sneaker that looks as plain as this one. I'm gonna test them out, and hey, maybe this becomes one of my favorite sneakers. Let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comment section. If you got a pair in hand, do you love it as well? But that's all the sneakers. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another one. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then.